So in this next graph here, we're looking at the price versus time, and it looks like the prices of this object are decreasing. Okay, so and it looks like they're decreasing significantly. But if we take again a closer look at the y-axis, we can see that the y-axis scaling is not from zero. Okay, so what's happening is we're having this amplification of differences again. Okay, so again, what's happening is the y-axis scale is amplifying or accentuating the differences. Okay, so it's making the differences look bigger than they are. Okay, so it is making making the differences look bigger. Okay, so really what if we had the scale from zero, it would be a much flatter graph. It would show very little change. In fact, if you look at the numbers, there's a $5 change in the price here. So who may have made this graph? Well, maybe the person selling this goods is saying, oh, this prices are going down. It's getting cheaper and cheaper to buy, whatever product that they're trying to sell. Okay, so maybe we'll maybe write that down, the product manufacturer, right? Showing that the prices are going down and it's getting cheaper to buy. Okay, this one here, this is a pie chart, and it looks like, whoa, looks like Dante's spending a lot of money on lunch, you know, quite a bit on school supplies too. So what's misleading about this graph? Well, if we look at the actual percentages, this is only 80%. So the pie chart is not 100%. And pie charts imply 100%, although they put down the percentages as great. But it looks like there's more than half the money is being spent on lunch. Okay, so it looks like more and the reality is it's actually less than 50% that's being spent on lunch. Okay, so it's very misleading because the pie charts do imply 100%, but this pie chart's implying that lunch is more than 50%, which is clearly not. Okay, so there's lots of different ways that the visuals can be manipulated. So you have to be very careful and always be thinking of what the bias of the person who's presenting these graphs is going to be, because there may be some hidden agendas here. So these are kind of some main ways we can mislead graphs: displaced axes, okay, irregular scales, exaggerated use of area can also be a way we can show mislead people with graphs. One other one is using color to highlight areas that are intended to mislead. So we might use color as a way to accentuate and amplify data, and that we want people to focus on, whereas maybe that data is not as important as it may seem.